Before we get to the players, I want to talk a little bit about the history of this hockey team. And we don't get to where we are today until we know our past. The Bandits joined the AJHL in the year 2000. Our first game was against Fort McMurray. Chris Boyle scored the first ever Bandits goal just under a minute into the game. We went on to win that game, and we had high hopes. But it didn't turn out that way. We never made the playoffs for the next 4 years. And we never really had achieved success for about 11 years. So when people talk about the success of this team, we had seen some dark days here too. I want to mention some key points here. It was October of 2009, Ryan Papuano was hired and has been with the team ever since. Not a bad decision, eh? Another key point here I want to mention, it was January of 2010 when the Bandits moved into the CRA. Now, I've seen a lot of small town arenas. Estevan has a nice arena, Portage has a nice arena, Black Falls has a nice arena, but we still have one of the nicest small town arenas in Canada. I'm going to give a shout out to some former councillors, and I think there's a few around here that were part of that. There was Martin Shields, who was the mayor at the time. There was Rolf Bander out there, Norm Juristine. I saw Dan Klein, whatever. I just want to mention, those councillors in the 90s had some foresight to build an arena, which basically gives us what we have today, a championship team. While we talk about those first years, I want to talk a little bit about the years after that. 2012, if you remember, the Bandits won the first AJHL championship, but we lost to Penticton in the Interprovincial Series. The year later, we made it to the Centennial Cup in Summerside and won that. And I just want to relate a story to my traveling partner, Rolf Bander, because we often talk about this. After they won that first one in 2013, we said we better savor this, because at that time there's probably about 125, 130 teams in Canada going for this trophy. We'll never win it again. Boy, were we wrong. The Bandits have won 4 Centennial Cups. I just want to mention here, it's the same as the PA Raiders. The Vernon Vipers lead the country with 6 Centennial Cup wins too. And I don't know if this was pointed out, maybe on the broadcast it was, but in the last 3 Centennial Cups, the Brooks Bandits have not lost a hockey game. Just incredible. And I want to mention this too, and I think this was picked up by Brandon Houk, is that we've won the last 3 Centennial Cups in the Prairie Provinces, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Next year it's in Oakville, Ontario, so we're just moving east, and we'll take that one too. Now, to get to this level here, and while the players carry the trophy, there are many unsung heroes. Unsung heroes which make this team a success. We have the board of directors, the ticket takers, the 50-50 sellers, fundraisers, the media, the sponsors, the staff around the rink, from those cleaning to those driving the Zamboni, and most of all, the success of this team is because of you, the fans, and many of you endured the bad years there. So thank you very much. Give yourself a bow, because the success of this team is because of you guys. As mayor, I'm privileged to represent this community. And I say congratulations to the Brooks Bandits and their organization. And I thank the players for coming to Brooks to play. But most of all, I want to thank your parents for letting you come to Brooks to play. We get players from all over Canada and the United States, and this year we had 2 from the Ukraine too. These players are going to have a lifetime of memories, and thanks for coming to Brooks, and thanks for making this very successful too. It's such a positive story for the Brooks-Newell region. Now, I'd like to call upon our MP, Martin Shields. Martin was the former mayor of Brooks and a big part of making our CRA the way it is today. Ladies and gentlemen, our MP, Martin Shields.
Thank you, John. I said to John earlier, and also where's Brandon, thank you for getting the smoke cleared out today so we can have a beautiful event. It's fantastic to see this park full of people out celebrating a championship. Now, I don't have my Bandits jersey on because it's in Ottawa. The challenge I have with this team, there's not an MP in Canada who will bet with me anymore about having to wear the jersey in the House. But next week, I will be proud to wear that jersey in the House and proclaim, not like Toronto or Montreal or Edmonton or Calgary, we have a champion in this city, and it's the Bandits! Thanks for the history, John. It's fantastic. Really appreciate what you're doing as an MC. Give John a hand here for our MC, our mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martin. As I've often said, we name it the Brooks Bandits, but it's really a Brooks Newell team. I go to hockey games. I've been going to hockey games my entire life here in the town of Brooks, the city of Brooks, and you're always running into County of Newell people, whatever part of the county you're from. That's why I'd like to invite to the podium the Reeve of the County of Newell, Arnold Dirksen.
Thank you, John, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege to be here, isn't it? Isn't it good to be here to have something really good to celebrate? And it's a privilege to congratulate all you Bandits players for being a real source of community pride. And I say that, as has already been mentioned, watching the Bandits play at the CRA just down the street here has been a real source of pulling the community together. It's the place where you meet your neighbors in this community anymore, and that's excellent to see. I also want to really acknowledge the long, dedicated work of a very excellent group of board of directors who really make the success of this team no accident. Because I remember more than 10 years ago when it was pretty evident that they were building character in a group of hockey players that has now given us 3 successive Centennial Cups, and that's a credit to all of you, but it's a credit to our board of directors. I don't know where you all are. I saw Paul here earlier this afternoon, but thank you all. Congratulations. It's really good to have something really positive to celebrate, so thank you.
Okay, thank you, Arnold. Okay, now what you've been waiting for, here's the play-by-play and the voice of the Brooks Bandits, Nathan Crosby!
Thank you, John. How's everyone doing? This is becoming a springtime tradition here in Brooks, Alberta. I love it. Great turnout. Give yourself a round of applause. This is awesome. Thanks for everyone who reached out, by the way, and asked about the voice. I'm on the mend. Thank you. I want to just echo a couple things Mayor Petrie said before we get some of the players up here and ask them a few things. I want to give a shout out to our staff who work all around the year, not just during hockey season, but all year round to make sure that this team is the best in Canada. So our coaches, Ryan, Taylor, Nick, Andy, our equipment guy, Sam, our athletic therapist, Kevin, our goalie coach, Terry Lee in our office, Drayson with media, our head scout Wayne, and of course our skills coach Kevin. Give them all a round of applause. Yeah, and I echo what John said about the board. Thank you to them who volunteer their time. Speaking of volunteer, let's give a big round of applause for our Bandit volunteers. Secondly, I'd like to thank the sponsors in town. I deal with all the businesses, and they give us the best support we could ask for. So thank you to all those that provide their support and sponsorship. Another unsung hero of this team is our billets. Thank you, billet families. And last but definitely not least, this doesn't happen without these awesome individuals right here. Not only great hockey players, great human beings, the Brooks Bandits. All right, speaking of the Brooks Bandits, you guys want to hear from some of them? Okay, I'm going to call up a goaltender that's played 4 seasons here. Was part of 3 different national championships. Where is Ethan Barwick? AJHL playoff MVP. Set the record this year, most wins in a single season by a goaltender. 45 wins by Ethan Barwick. Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'd like to say thank you for everything, all the support you guys bring to the team. You know, games wouldn't be as fun without you guys filling up the stands every night, so we really appreciate that. I'd also like to say thank you to the Billets, like Crosby said. They let us into our homes and be able to live there, and it's a huge thing for us being able to come from home to live with people that we've maybe never met before. Just being so welcoming, it's huge. I'd also like to say thank you to the coaches for believing in me a long time ago when I was young. It was a huge experience back then, but yeah, it's been a great journey.
One more time, give it up. Number 1, Ethan Barwick. Okay. Well, next up, this Bandit, 3 years with the team, wore the C in the playoffs while our captain was out with an injury. Was a great pick, won every character award you could think of this season, and had a heck of a year. He's heading off to college next year in New York. We're going to miss him. Number 12, Heath Armstrong.
Thanks everybody for coming out today. You know, there's just way too many people to thank individually, but we love all of our fans so much. You guys bring so much energy to the team, and you make playing those games so fun, especially the league final overtime. You guys kept us going. You guys got us through that, so thank you so much. Special thanks to my fans who've been so amazing for 3 years here. All the fans here, you guys made me feel like a professional every day I walked through town, every time I walked into the rink. So you guys made my junior hockey dream come true. So thank you. And then last thanks to our coaching staff. You guys have made me grow so much as a person and as a player. So thank you for everything over my 3 years here.
Job Army, give it up. Number 12, Heath Armstrong. Okay, next up, I'm going to try and remember everything he won this year. AJHL MVP, AJHL top forward, top scorer, Centennial Cup MVP, Centennial Cup top scorer, first star at the World Junior A Challenge representing Team Canada, and he was named the CJHL MVP and top forward last week. Aiden Fink, where are you, man? I hope I got them all there.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to the fans. You know, we couldn't have done it without you. Just want to say thank you to the Billets, especially Chris. I know Chris is here. I've been living in her home for 3 years now, so I want to say thank you. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to the coaching staff. They made me a better person and better player on the ice. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Even Andy and Sam. I couldn't have done it without you guys, but thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Give it up for number 9, Aiden Fink. All right, this next player, 3 years with the team, Dominic Campione, get up here. Mr. Steady on the back end, one of the team's unsung heroes.
Hey guys. I just want to say thank you for obviously all the fans, all the volunteers, all the coaches. I'm definitely a completely different person than I was when I first showed up. The coaches changed a lot, the players changed me a lot. Looking at those guys every day, it's really great, learning from them. And thank you fans for coming out to our games, even if it's a Wednesday against the Drayton Valley Thunder, you know. Yeah, blocks. But yeah, you guys being there and making noise for us, it makes it very, very special. And another thing about Brooks is there's a lot of hidden gems I've found over the 3 years I've been here. Like my awesome billet family, they've been wonderful, amazing people. Couldn't have asked to stay anywhere better. And my hockey team that I coached, they were awesome. They were. They really helped going to their practices on Tuesdays, Thursdays, whatever. Helped brighten my weeks in those dark November, December weeks. And yeah, it was just a great time I've had here. And it was a great junior year. Thank you, everyone.
Give it up, number 16, Dominic Campione, one more time. All right, we're not done with the speeches. There's only one person that can end this, and that is the big man from Sudbury, Ontario, Captain, number 26, Dario Belgio.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming today. I don't know where to begin. I love all of you so much. Seriously, everything we do as a team, it's nothing without all the local support. And when I came here to Brooks, I didn't know much about the town, and I came expecting to be a part of a hockey team, but what I didn't expect was to leave 3 years later and feel this much a part of a community. So thank you so much for giving me a second home all this time, and yeah, I love all you guys, seriously.
Are you coming back?
I'm not coming back, I'm too old. Yeah, it's been, like I said, you know, it's, you guys are what makes it special, and don't take this for granted, because I know it kind of feels like your annual right as a citizen of Brooks now, winning a national championship, but don't take it for granted, because these are hard to come by, and it's all because of the wizard up top, Ryan Papuano. So round of applause for him, please. There's nobody better at their job than he is in the world besides Nathan Crosby. So no, like I said, you guys are what makes it special, and I'm so proud to be a part of this community, and like I said, this will always be a second home. So thanks all of you. Love you guys.
Give it up for our captain, Dario Belgio. All right, I'm going to hand things back to Mayor Petrie. Before I do, once again, fans, thank you so much for another outstanding season of support of the team. We can't wait to be back at it. Promise to have my voice ready for September when the games start again. Thank you.
Okay, give it up for broadcaster, play-by-play guy, Nathan Crosby. Okay, thank you everybody. That does it for our program now. The Bandits are going to be hanging around. Get some pictures with them. Get some pictures with the trophies. As I mentioned before, these guys, some of them will be in the NHL. So get that picture. It's going to be worth a lot of money one day here too. So thank you very much. The hot dogs are over there. And again, the washrooms are in City Hall there. So thanks for coming out today.